gosh, is he ever shaking? He is really shaking the camera. As a matter of fact, I don't think it's working so good here. I think the camera just got... Can you guys see me? We may have been disconnected there. Maybe. No visuals. They can hear me. So it must be working. I'm going to keep talking because our sweet Fergie apparently decided to walk underneath the camera place. And there I am. There I am in all my glory. So, Fergus decided to go underneath the mask and decided to take out the camera in the interim. That is today in a nutshell. Now, can you see me? Now, can you see me? Yes, you sweet people to say it's nice to see me. I am Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun. Your intrepid host of Craft Roulette. Your intrepid host of In Review also, which is Craft Roulette Part 2 featuring you, our card contributors. Oh, man. It was the most lovely day outside today. It's probably one of the prettiest days that we will have in Kansas City in spring. The trees are blooming. There's daffodils. It was warm and lovely. It was lovely. I did sit out, and because of that, one of the reasons because of that, tonight's In Review may be a little bit odd, but we're going to do it anyway, and I don't really have my steps figured out, and we'll get to that when we get there, but this show does have 3 parts, plus an exceptionally bad dad joke, and I forgot to look at those. Anyway, we'll get to those. The 3 parts are Mail Call Card Slideshow and the ever popular fast-paced Card Detective Game Show, or Card Detective Game, Whodunit, starring me as the thief. I don't know. I'll get to that, but doggone it. It's just, I don't know. Let's start with the bad dad jokes. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. Let's have some crafting fun, shall we? Yes, I think so. Oh, yes, we had that one last week. If you weren't here last week, I think this deserves a round of applause. And a repeat. What do you call a sad cup of coffee? Did you remember? Did you forget this week? Did you tell somebody this wonderful joke? It's a depresso. Oh, gosh, I do love that one so much. There was a river that ran through Egypt that no one believed existed. Didn't even believe it existed. Locally, it was known as denial. That one's good too. I like a good denial joke as well. Little depresso, little denial. I do. I love the depresso thing. Anyway, that's good. We do want to say thank you to our spin sponsors this month. We have Pink and Main. They will be giving away a $25 gift certificate. Libby Hickson will be joining us Friday, so we'll see what's up with her. And she is coming to Paper Ganza as a teacher. Riley and Company, if you didn't see Tanya on the show, Tanya K from Riley and Company, she was on a couple weeks ago. Little firebrand she is, and she will also be with us on Paper Ganza. This calls for confetti. I found some old confetti from them just today. So cute. And Inky Stamper will be joining us as a spin sponsor this month, giving away a $25 gift certificate each week in March. Always really appreciate our spin sponsors. We also have, I know this is going to make some people green. Those people that have not registered for Paper Ganza, you may just want to cover your ears. Seriously, we are accruing so many incredible sponsor gifts and prizes. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite so generous as our sponsors for this event. Especially since it's brand new and nobody really knows if it's going to be fabulous, even though we do know it's going to be fabulous. So, one of our very, very faithful supporters of Craft Roulette's spin sponsor program is Your Paper Insider. And I wrote to dear Charlotte and said, hey, Charlotte, you want to, or maybe Amanda did because she's been doing this, so I probably didn't. But would you like to be a sponsor for Paperganza this coming up, which is our live event in July here in Kansas City? We're going to have a live craft roulette right there during the thing. And we'll also have games and teaching and vendors and prizes and lots of food. Find me another event that's going to feed you 6 times in 2.5 days. I'd like to see it. Not because it doesn't exist, but I'd like to see it. So anyway, your Paper Insider said, sure, we want to be part of Paperganza. So they sent us over for everybody's swag bag. They sent a little A2 card front package with 11 different papers in it. I know. It's so fun. It's so fun. Thank you. Thank you so much, Charlotte, and your Paper Insider. I love your paper. You know I do. Then this week, I wrote to Gina K. She's not able to join us this year, maybe some year. I'd love that. I would love her just to be a guest, just hanging out, except I think you guys would mob her, but, that's another problem, but we don't have that problem. So we don't have to worry about it. So I wrote to her and said, could you cut us a deal for a couple products that we could use at our craft table during Paperganza, and then we could auction, or we could give one away as a prize at the end, and I want to keep one. She said, oh, I'll just give them to you. One of those prizes that I decided to keep, I definitely want to keep, is a mini Intricate. I have never had a mini before in my life, and you guys were always talking about how much you love your little tiny things. Holy smokes. Everybody needs one of these. If you do not have a small little die cut machine for your desk, this is a good one. I'm enjoying it. I'm going to use it tonight. I got to stand up to get this one so I don't get a hernia. Oh. And then I said, oh, and I also asked for a big one. Oh, this will be on our craft table for everybody to use during Paperganza. Gina K's Intricate. And then we will be giving it away at the end of Paperganza to some lucky stiff that will be joining us. This will not be something that will go to outside people for Craft Roulette. You got to be at the event. So thank you so much, Gina K. You are so lovely. Everybody in the whole universe says that, and I tell you, it's doggone right. She's just lovely. So, Sharon from the brown chair did say, wow, did she send some, when I said she sent something special, she said, did she send a stool? If you know, you know. So anyway, thank you so much for your generosity. That's going to be a great thing to have at our Paperganza at the craft table. And I love mine. Thank you. All right, so now let's go down to paper because I got to show you some cards, for Pete's sake. I got something shadowy up there in the corner. I see what it is. I've got 9 cards here. I got more cards over there, but I'm only going to do 9 tonight because that's how many I can put on my door. It took me years to figure this out. So I finally did. I got a cute card. Let's come down a little farther. A darling card from Jan Cam. She said she was on a Zoom call with us, a member Zoom call. She said she had cut out a bunch of these ducks. And it's just so cute. I know, it's just adorable. So she got rid of some of her ducks. I think these are all looking for decoy duck. Actually, they're all going, where is he? Where is he? I don't know. Actually, he's not showing up. I don't think he's showing up tonight. But he's going to probably want this card over where he lives. So thank you, Jan Cam. It's really cute. It's a happy birthday card. And it looks so springy. And it could be, look at that paper that she has. I don't It's got some texture in it for the cattails, or AKA where they grow hot dog buns. Darling little ducks. So perfect for spring. Then I replanted some things out in the garden today, and I couldn't get my fingernails clean. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. I scrubbed them. But that's why I did. I even broke one, it looks like. At least I don't think I have any hair sticking out today, so that's good. And she's got a little detail in there. Looks like she used some marker to add a little bit of detail. Wow. And some layering dies too, because that one, no, did you? Well, I think you used a little marker in that. You must have a steady, wicked hand. That's really good. Thank you, Jan. We always appreciate getting to spend time with you on those Zoom calls after Craft Roulette too. And we're so glad you're feeling better. Got a cutie pie from Jill Pounds. And it started with a cute little Snoopy doing a chair dance without the chair. So here we've got a little happy birthday card with a cute little rodent and some pretty little flowers with sparkle, and they're stiff, so she must have put something like Nuvo drops on them or something. And they got a little bit hard. That's cool. And then it's one of our book favorite folds, a bookbinding fold. See how it works? And there she's got some pretty eucalyptus leaves in there. Wow, that's so nice. Thank you, Jill Pounds. We are so glad. I think you and John were found us after Tracy and Bill were on. And I see still over, I lurk on people's lives. But I think you're over there still a lot, and I do miss those two. I hope they're doing well. But he's got his little wood. Was this a Craft Roulette card? It looks like it could have been. Because you've got a log, you've got add a mug. You start seeing cards as parameters. A rodent, use markers, add flowers, pattern paper. You could do it. Bookbinding, yeah. But that's a great way to get to know how people make cards, and then when you want to go to make a card, to think of ways you could use those exact things. It's a learning kind of thing, isn't it? Yeah, I love it. I love that little guy drinking out of his purple cup. Only thing that would make it better would be, you know what? An orange cup. But it's adorable. Tracy Smith from New Hampshire. I don't know. I haven't heard from Tracy lately, how she's doing. She had that terrible car wreck. And she mailed this, I think she said before the car wreck. And so I just got it. She's been asking. I forgot to update you, I think. Protective mailing layer. That's really smart. I do have an update on mailing. I did go to the best post office in Kansas City today. And I asked if the hand cancel stamp was being discontinued, because somebody had said they thought that was true. And they said they didn't know anything about it. And I said, well, I don't know either. But if anybody would, they would know. So the hand cancel with the purple or the blue Morpho US stamp, obviously, butterfly stamp, still works, and they didn't know anything about it. And then the other thing on that was I did send the big A9 card to I think Debbie. And Debbie, I already had it fixed up for you before you asked, before I got the message about wanting the chipmunks instead of the cheese. So I think you're getting the cheese. But I did mail that, and I took it up to the desk to make sure that I knew how much an A9 cost to mail. And it was not extra heavy or anything, but you would want to use a 2-ounce stamp. So that's my U.S. Postal Service update for you. But this is a pretty, pretty card. And she did add some extra postage on this. So, yay for her. Look, she does very elegant things, doesn't she? Isn't that pretty? It's a 6x6, I do believe. Yep. That's what they get in Sweden, isn't it? And then she's got beautiful roses with some little tiny fancy little glittery things. and a beautiful black, very dramatic doily, very dramatic card. And then in the background, and then the foreground looks soft and very sweet. But yeah. And then look what she did over here. What did she do? She's got a little hinge here. The top part is open. See how it's open? Was that just a paper thing, or is that an artistic thing? We do not. Oh, or is it the way this is a great big card front. Whoa. And so so apparently went through the die cut like that, and then had a flap over it, and then she filled it in, backed it up. Wow, that's really a cool idea. I hadn't appreciated it nearly as much as I should have, Tracy. But I do hope you and Cowboy are doing super great. And you can feel free to message me and update me. I'd love to hear from you. And thank you for that beautiful card. Crystal, who was stole, sent a nice piece of packaging from Amazon. But there's more. There's more. Looky there. It's a Zoifold. It is a Zoifold, and it's got a happy birthday in it. And she's got all sorts of characters going on there. This is from one of our stamp sets, as is the Super Glue Guys. That's so adorable. It is really very fun. Now, here's something really fun about not getting these the week I get them at the post office, because I kind of forget about some of these things. I don't get to spend much time when I'm looking at them until I see them with you. Look at her hair, how she did the texturing. She has it parted. It's very nice. Now, this particular card and stamp and die set, have glasses that will cut out. And so you can decide if you want to have them cut out, or you can color them in with the skin color and leave the eyes in if you don't want a die cut. So, yep, you can leave the eyes in or take them out. And I love a good Team Orange shirt. Thank you so much. Oh, and as far as the shirts go, I really don't have much. I don't have enough knowledge to be able to talk about it. But we'll be making a little more clarification about what's going on with our vendors for our shirts here in a little bit. But Paper Ganza has already gotten a heads up. The Paper Ganza Facebook group already has a heads up on it. But we'll get to everybody soon. And I'm sorry that our former provider has been so darn pokey. We really anyway, I don't want to get too far into the weeds and say something that I could say something really fast about something that isn't true. So I want to make sure that I say it correctly. But this is cute, Crystal. So cute. Look at that. On that background, she's got is that something you made? Looks like something that you could make with just inking and spritzing and dabbing. Ink, spritz, and dab. There's got to be an acronym in there. But yeah, and then you use pencil, I believe. This might have been one of a Craft Roulette cards too. But this little stamp set has a little desk, and you can move things around. You can change your clothes. There's Kerwin. It's all too much fun. Doggone it. Isn't it wonderful that we get to have so much fun in life? I am so thankful. But thank you so much. And I will enjoy looking at that and keeping that. Karen Roberts sent this really cute card. Look, and she's got this is how she gets it fixed up. She has a little plastic sack here. And was this I thought maybe this was a contribution. And it might have been. It seems kind of familiar. Man, look at the coloring on that. She is one talented young lady. Ariel has never looked better. Look how she added the little splotches like the koi fish would be because it's orange. I appreciate that nod. And then she's got Ariel stuck up. She's got not that she's stuck up. She's very nice. And do you remember that in junior high going, oh, she's so stuck up. Yeah, we did that a lot in my junior high. She's so stuck up. Oh, no, she's nice. No, she's sweet. No, she's stuck up. The little baubles there, they're clear. They're perfect. Little orange jellyfish on a pretty blue background. Isn't that smart? I think that's a very smart card. And then she's got a couple little layers here to make some mats, and it's square. It's an artist square. It is an artist square, 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. Man, that's adorable. Even down to the eyeballs. She has a fine, fine hand too. Can you see how she flicked up on that red hair with a little bit darker red? I don't know about this background. That looks too good to be true. Karen, thank you so much. I love it, and I appreciate your effort. Carmen Broxma. This is how she handles the protection in front. Place this protective sheet in front of the card before inserting in envelope to protect any embellishments. And it's true. It worked. There's a few little bumps, but it was fine. And this was, so that's really sharp too. That's another good way. It's just on some fairly thin cardstock, but it's thicker than not. Another pretty birthday card. Carmen has made over 150 or at least 150 videos of her cards. They're uplifting videos. You just feel better after you watch them. And she has made a video with every card that she has made for Craft Roulette. And I think she's going to change and not do that for a while. She's going to take a little break and do something else with May May. And we're excited for that for her. And but my goodness, she has sent so many cards that are just really, really pretty and very classic. When I talk about classic cards, this is what I talk about. I'm talking about Carmen. But this is very pretty with her pink and her foiled paper. And I love these butterflies. She sent me some of these once, and I just loved them. And she's got a happy birthday oval popped up, not hopped up. Don't hop up around here. On a beautiful gold mat. Isn't that pretty? I mean, that's just a solid design. You could have another card on there. You could do any kind of shape. You could have hearts or rectangles, squares. You could do it all. Another little piece down here for a little weight and your little sentiment. And you got something really cute. Plus, you can jazz them up. When you have this basic layout, you can jazz it up to do all sorts of goodness. She's got a little bit of something under there, some pop dots, I guess. And she always does a little something inside. She also has this little guy. I didn't sign this card before I sent it off to you. Instead, it holds my warmest thoughts, invisible but true. If you need to brighten someone's day, then sign this card and send it on its way. Joy in her little mantra or whatever is about choosing joy. And she says, joy is multiplied when it's shared. Choose joy with Carmen at gmail.com. There you go. Isn't that sweet? I get the best mail. Thank you, Carmen. And thank you so much for all those cards and all those videos. We appreciate you so much. She was also on our community showcase, which I hope to be figuring out sometime in the next few months. For our second one here, we're going to Ireland on this one. This is a real cute one from Lisa Hunter, who lives on the Appalachian Trail. I always find that just so unique and so amazing. But Lisa's been with us since early days, and she has had some battles, and she has stayed true to her card making. I think she's just a nice lady, and I appreciate her being in our culture. Cute little leprechauns, like they do look mischievous, don't they? And they look like the cat that swallowed the canary, because looks like they found their gold pot there, or pot of gold. That's really cute. Great idea though for a St. Patrick's Day rainbow, to use gold and greens and stuff. That's a good way to think of that though. For holidays, just to make a little rainbow. 4th of July. Yeah. Germany colors. I don't know. Oktoberfest. But really cute. Yep. Stamp the inside. Make it more of a party. Thank you, Lisa. And I'm glad you're doing well enough to join us with a card or two. I love it. Lori Fallon sent another. Oh, my goodness. Looky there. I got some stamps. How lovely. Thank you so much. Those are always welcome. Lori Fallon sent this beautiful little card. It's a book binding card. Is it one of deep? It looks like it could be a Craft Roulette card. Sometimes, I go through my Instagram and such, and I'll sometimes see a card and I just go, that's got to be a Craft Roulette card because it's got something weird about it, but something wonderful at the same time. And so I don't know, but I could see this being a Craft Roulette card. Bookbinding card, rodents. Did we have that? Mushroom colors, mushrooms, fungi, and a log. That seems like it might have been there's just a few that I can't keep track of. There's just a few of those cards, but that's really adorable. And he's got an envelope. That seems like that was a Craft Roulette card because it had an envelope. Add an envelope. I don't know. We just have fun. This is one layer. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, crafters and craftettes. This is one layer except for that. I don't think that's one layer. And this has something on it. But she colored all that. Wow. I'm duly impressed and love it. Those are cute little hedgehogs. My daughter, when she first started stamping, loved the hedgehog. And she made the famous card, Hedgehogs Are Falling. Thank you for the stamps. Yeah, it costs a bundle to use. But that's why we have memberships also, is to help us defray some of those costs for mailing. Look at all her stamps that she added. I remember, these are old, 13-cent stamp, 20 cents. I remember those. That's funny. Kind of a little nostalgia there. John Muir. Yeah. Love it. Love it. Thank you so much. And with all that decoration on the outside too, with stamps. One more for tonight. Oh, and it's so pretty and fresh and clean. This is from Linda Blackman, but she has Mylene. Mylene, I think you might know her as Mylene. And this is a thank you. Snow much. It's got a beautiful embossed. No. Looks like it's been tricked out by a die. And then she's got it on a card base. Pretty little. Oh, those are lovely blue. It's a very lovely blue snowflake. Thank you, snow. But look at that little detail on there. Little chunks out of the corner. Chomp. And then, yeah, that's really a cover plate. That's what I'm trying to say. A cover plate, but it's not real. Doesn't have a whole bunch of holes that you have to poke out. That's really gorgeous. Thanks. She got a goodie bag. So she was glad about that. She said she and her mom talk about Craft Roulette. That's so lovely. Thank you so much, Mylene. And one and all. That's just wonderful. Oh! And I've got more just sitting over there waiting to show you. Just haven't been able to get it all done. So let's go over and see what you have cooked up for this week on the slideshow. Math, are you over the trauma? Are we traumatized by math? Did you notice that math has been replaced by something else? Yeah, better check it out over on craftroulette.live. Resources, Craft Roulette on the wheel. You'll find out what I changed it to. You may want to start thinking about it. Episode 259, where we got to hang out and meet Allison Haikila. She was fun. Teal hair and all. She was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed spending the evening with her and her making her cards. She didn't have any trouble at all. She acted like she'd been on Craft Roulette 100 times. It was great. So thank you, Allison, for joining us. Really appreciated you coming on. And we will see you in May with your daughter. That'll be fun. Episode 259. Let's see what we had. Card with 2 folds, jelly bean colors, math for an element, and markers for random. That was my card, and I got done really fast because I'd already colored the elephant. But so it was really fast for me, but it was fun. I thought that turned out pretty cute. I liked it. It's kind of fresh and light and airy. And cute little baby card. I think it's kind of fun. And I used a Z-fold card. And I got to show her how to use make a Z-fold card. And then I got to show her how to make a double Z-fold card. So if you don't know about those, you can go check it out. I don't do a lot of teaching, but like I say, sometimes you can learn something if you pay attention. Kathy Team Teal Haywood from Michigan sent this cutie in. Is kind of a Zoifold, but it's not a Zoifold. What is that one? It's not Zoe, it's Joy. It's a Joyfold. That's what it is, right? That's a Joyfold. And so you've got the close, and then you have, then you've got the little Joy part that goes over. So she's got Jelly Bean Colors 9s on the front of the card for a 9th birthday. My niece just turned 50. I've been thinking I need to use that math to make her a card. I haven't done it yet. Colored Happy and outline with marker. Oh, that looks good. You did great on that. That made it look like it had a masking or a mask die, doesn't it? Smart girl, number 54. You've been around a while. You know how to get around craft parameters. Thank you, Kathy. Oh, Steffi, if you aren't a cutie pie, let's just face facts here. 101. I don't think have I sent you have you told me your address so I can send you your roulette robot mug club set? I don't remember. Double card. That looks suspiciously like a Zoifold to me. No, it's not. It's just a Joyfold. It's a Joyfold, but Joyfolds are fun. Not popular in Germany. Really? It's not popular to have jelly beans? We have a market that needs in spreading out some jelly bean cheer. Pi is a mathematical constant. Don't ask me what, but I do know that to be true. And her outline nearly ruined her. Outlines on the circle and right-hand card. See, but you did something, Steffi. You did something that you didn't know you would do. And I like that. And I like that vertical with love die cut, too. It's so cute. Your colors are great. I'm glad it didn't ruin you completely. And it's a darling card. Very smart. A mathematics person like this card a lot. Cheryl Garman from Indiana. Happy Easter. Her 91st card. She's got Old Rugged Cross. Last time I saw my grandmother, we sang that. Fun Fold is a 6x6 card with a belly band. Is that yeah, okay. That's not purple. I thought that was the purple, but that's on the drape on the cross. That's lovely. Music is Old Rugged Cross, and the paper cut to fit card math was used. Indeed. Look at all those pretty crosses too, and with the ink background. Looks nice. Happy Easter. It fits right there. That would take some math to get that to fit right. Indeed, yes. And so Happy Easter cross was colored with markers. That's really nice. Very pretty. 6x6. Now, does it open at the cross? There's got to be a metaphor there. But does it open at the cross so that the cross paper is cut short? I don't know, but it's really pretty. I love the ink blending. Trudy Foy from Ontario. Oh, you really highlighted the math. Sudoku plus one of the sentiments. You know, I've tried those. Anybody else tried Sudoku and just go, this is not true. It's not able to be done. Absolutely not able to be done. So I do not understand them. Made your A2 with a flap at the bottom. Oh yes. It's got a teeny door. How cute. Dots on the background are jelly bean colors. I like it. Sudoku plus one of the sentiments. Look at you go. That looks almost like a nightmare, but it's so cute. Cuteness can carry you a long way past math when you're traumatized by math. I use markers to fill in numbers. Should I go back and learn math? Oh, Sylvia Torres, you love those? You love them, Heidi Ryan? Happy birthday, nerd. That's cute. We do have a card for a nerdy person. Start thinking. This would work, Trudy. This would work. Very, very amazing. Abigail W. from North Carolina, number 6. She's got a chalkboard. They don't have chalkboards anymore. They have smart boards. Done. I feel ya. Z-fold card, different colors, math problems. Yep. 2 plus 2 is, who knows? Boy, those were traumatic days when you'd have to go and do chalk or board math problems on the board in algebra. Oh, always stand by Pam. She knew what she was doing. I'd kind of keep up with her. Otherwise, I had no idea. Markers on the chalkboard. Look at the little chalk down there in the little cup, in the little tray. That's really cute. Did you use white pen? I bet you did. And then she's got a happy face on there. You understand the project, or you understood the mission well. Well done. Very good, Abigail. Thank you. Jody Caracho, I think, from Florida. Another Easter card. He has risen. I was looking at this, and I don't think it would be hard to make. It would take some thinking just to think of it, but I don't think it would be hard because it's got like a box. So if you make a box that would fold flat and fit into an envelope, there is the rub. Her card has 4 folds of a 3D cross, but she did that centerpiece as a box, and then the cross piece doesn't have anything underneath it. I don't think. The cross is wood like. That's 2x4, which is math. Good point. I can see the wood grain on it. Yep. I use markers on the wood embossed cross to show texture. Oh, I see how you got that in there. But I don't know how you get it to... I guess it's small enough that it has a little room to flatten down so that the total is still going to be 4 1/4. Yeah, I think that could be done. That's a really, really fun thing. That's a really cool, really nice card, and a very cool extra little oomph there. Jody, got my vote. How about one more for one from Anna Team Teal? Another Team Teal, number 2. She is pretty new to us. Well done, Anna. She's in Michigan. And that's a cute little easel. Look like a little, I used to have one of those. I had it from IKEA. And it has a little chalkboard on it, and it had, or something, and then it had a little thing that you could draw, some paper, and pull. I gave it to my neighbors. But math is on the chalkboard. What a great idea. Wasn't that fun to think of? It really was fun after the initial panic to think of ways to use math. So I applaud you. Yeah. This would be cute for like somebody that did well in SATs or something. Different things, or preschool. They do preschool graduations, kindergarten graduations, something like that. Those would be really cute. I like it, Anna. Thank you so much, everybody. I forgot to see how many cards we have right now. It's over 300. I don't remember how many, but there's a lot. There's still more to come. And they're good. They're really good. And like I said, I posted in the Facebook group that is really hard to figure out what to steal tonight. I didn't do very well on it. So this week, I do have a card. It started with one card, but I ended up with another card. And so I went with the second card for my real card that I stole. But there were so many good ideas, it was really hard. So, and they were just good. I don't know. I wasn't very good at stealing this week. But I've got somebody in mind, and their card is in there as the person that inspired my card, because they mostly inspired my card. So that's, I have to not look at all of them, I guess. So if you see one and you think it's it, hang on. It may be part of the inspiration, but it wasn't the major inspiration. Okay, that's all I got. Let's let's see if I can do this. Oh, I didn't bring over the rules. There they are. The object of the game is to be the first card detective to correctly solve the mystery of the whodunit and provide the clue that broke the case wide open. The details are I will be making a card. Well, I just explained it. A card based on a card from tonight's most recent episode's gallery. My project will be inspired by several cards, but primarily by one person's card. It will not be a perfect copy. Well, no, it won't. Oh, there's 380 already. Wow. It will not be a perfect copy. No. There's a lot of twists and turns in here that are not the same at all. There will be clues in my project, but it won't be as easy as finding one to match, and they could be hidden. They could be altered. They could be later in the show. Now, that's the thing. I didn't write down my steps. Usually I write down the steps on how I'm going to steal the art. I'm just being a very, very careless thief tonight. Watch it be the one that I could get away with it. Yes, be afraid. Be very afraid, Sally. If you want to win a Krog, you will guess the right person who primarily was my inspiration, and the one that I have in the back of the show here, that will be the correct person. And if you are the first person to guess correctly, you will win a Krog. What is a Krog, you say? It is the most coveted prize in the Crafterverse. A handmade card with an itty-bitty gift. A Craft Roulette original giveaway. I forgot lipstick, didn't I? To do that, you need to write at Craft Roulette, followed by the name of the crafter you think is my primary inspiration, and the clue that broke the case wide open. I don't think you're going to have problems. It's this card is a lot different, but it's not. Yeah, it makes no sense. So let's get down to it, shall we? Oh, I know you're tired tonight, decoy duck. You don't need to swim over. It's okay, baby. All right, here we go. Oh, I do have something to show you, but I'll show it to you in a minute. When I need you. Okie doke. Here we go. All the best to you all. Did I hit all the things? The slow mode is on. So, if you make a guess, it's going to take a minute before you can make another. Or if you make a comment, it will take a minute before you can make another. So I pulled out some bitty penny paper. I thought it was so cute. Isn't that so cute? She's got these little measurements. That's math. Math. I don't think Bitty Penny loves to do like math. Now there's different math, there's practical math like measuring 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. That's some good math. Or making a smaller piece for a mat. That is good math. Or knowing where to fold. That is good math. But differential equations, I don't even know what that is. Or quadratic equations, I still have nightmares. Tyler Perry, I see you in the group here. You carry on all those traditions of math for people, okay? That's your job. All right. But those are good things still. They are good things. And I'm glad that we're not all the same. Okay, so here's something fun. I pulled out a really old stamp. I can't see through it. It's a little bit nerve-wracking. This is wood. You can't see through it. For those young whippersnappers that didn't grow up on wood stamps. The story goes, when I was a close to my heart consultant, they had wood. It was lovely. We loved it. They changed to acrylic. I loved it right off. I thought it was great. I took it to my little groups and said, okay, this is what we're going to use now. And some liked it, some didn't. There was one lady who was a big card maker. And she was like, no, that's so wrong. It's so wrong. It's against nature to have that. And I handed her the wood one. She stamped with it. I handed her the same stamp in acrylic. She stamped with it. And she looked at me and she was a convert just that fast. And then I handed her the wood one. That's right. And then I handed her the wood one. I guess it was reverse. Handed her the acrylic one. She stamped with it. Loved it. Handed her the wood one of the same stamp. She looked at me and said, what am I supposed to do with this? That's what it was. That was a long time ago. So I'm going to use this. It's cute. How am I going to use this? Let me think just a second. I did change horses in the middle of the street. I thought of this after. I have not made a card with this one yet. So that's exciting. Okay, we'll see if it works. How am I going to do this next? I don't know. Let's figure it out. Both of us together, except I'm not going to tell you. That's the tricky part, is not telling you. I am looking for a stamp set. Nope. I wasn't either. I was looking for an ink pad. Boink. Boink. I'm still looking for a stamp. Stamp, stamp, stamp. It's not a big stamp, and it's hiding from me. Oh, I know. I put them somewhere else. They weren't in there. Oh, I don't want that one. I guess those steps really did help. Well, you got to try it wrong every once in a while. Make sure that the things you do make sense. Okay, you're done for now. Don't go away. Don't. Okie doke. Whoops. Oh, yeah. Easter Bunny orange, maybe. Or is it Good Morning orange? Or is it just good old-fashioned team orange? Is it Jelly Bean orange? Or those orange slices with the sugar on the outside? Mm-hmm. These are all possibilities. Life is full of possibilities. And I think I didn't say. I know I didn't say. May, we are going to do the mother-daughter shows again. Look at this cute little thing. In May, we are going to do the mother-daughters show again. Shows again. And Gina and Rena will be joining us. Those relatively unknown crafters. Ding-a-ding-a-ding-a. It's done. So cute. Woo! Okay. One ringy dingy. Oops. I have a magnetic one of these matte things for my big guy. that's in my closet, my electric one that's in the closet. So I don't use tape anymore, and I had to remind myself how to do that. Well, you guys are just working so hard over there, guessing things. I use blocks too, Marianne, but I think it's because we're old-fashioned. We learned before the modern stuff. I like the modern stuff. Don't get me wrong. I like it. Okey-doke. Let's see. What else? Okay. We're going to do a little trickaroo. I've done this before, but it's one of my favorite trickaroos for coloring when you don't want to color real hard stuff. Because really, who wants to color hard stuff? We're just going to put down a base of some ink. This is Dirty Bunny. From Trinity. It's been around for a while, but I love him. Did you see the sneak peek from Carrie Rhodes on the Trinity next release? So fun. There's soup. There's soup. There's Band-Aids. There's everything good. There's some really pretty sympathy things too. So I know I'm going to probably just get some of those ready to go. And I'm loving the Olos, For those who are wondering. This is real scribbly. I'm obviously not going to get any good grades for this scribbly kind of coloring. But I guess thinking about math makes me think I'm going to be graded. But I'm not. Oh, the trauma. Pam, where's Pam when I can stand by her? I suppose Pam knew. I'm sure Mr. Larson did. Sheesh. Oh my gosh. That and reading out loud was always bad too. Why was it so hard? Now I read out loud fine. Almost sounds like a therapy session. Sorry. How's the guessing going? I like this guy. He's so dirty. He's like me today with my dirty fingers. So I had 3 daylilies that were in the wrong place. They were not getting enough sunshine. And they were already up. And I thought, we're supposed to get some rain, hopefully, this weekend. Not as much as some of you remember Ryan Hall, y'all. There's supposed to be some pretty significant storms. So I hope you all stay safe and be prepared, not scared. And so anyway, I just moved them. So hopefully it's early enough in the season that they will remember to bloom, be inspired when June comes to be pretty. I would like that very much. Because I do love them. I had over 40 at one point because my very kind neighbor who couldn't stand to kill a daylily was the president of the local daylily association. I always called him Mr. President. And Mrs. President, his wife. And I would call over there and And I say, may I speak to Mr. President? And I'd hear Mrs. President say, Mr. President, you got a phone call. And she wouldn't tell him who was calling. I don't know why. But we all called him Mr. President. But he had over 400 daylilies. Different kinds. They were so gorgeous. And so when he needed to take one out or need to thin the crop, he would just bring them over. It was awesome. They're called the poor man's orchid. They are gorgeous. We're going to make that his tail. And this one, the tail. Okie doke. Here comes something cute. Hop on in there, little guy. We need you. Remember where this came from. I am excited about this. Whoops. I'd be more excited if I didn't get so silly. There we go. Oh, it works my abs. Hop over there. Good bunny. Okey-doke. Here we go again. Doink. Oh. Wow, look at all those guesses. Boy, this is funny. Since I didn't have my plan. What the heck? Goodness sakes. Hop on over there. I am doing a pretty good job. It's probably because of my history of being a thief. Okay. Next, I'm looking for something. Can I find it? Oh, I put it away. That is totally unusual. You guys are having some fun in the gallery. I love it. Another wood stamp. More music. Seriously, I do not miss wood stamps. For the most part. They're kind of pretty. I don't know. Some people loved them. I don't know. They were great for when we... Hello, would you like to come with me? They were great. Okay. Oh. Could you guess what that was? That was the top of my head. Well, maybe I don't need to write instructions. Maybe I just need to be open. That's not where I wanted that. I wanted there. Dad burn. Maybe I do need instructions. Which one is it? That one. We'll just go in right in the middle. We'll call it good. problematic. Let's see if it's problematic or not. This is an unusual. This was not part of my original plan. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Whoop, whoop. Curses. There we go. Let's see. They don't have to line up, do they? Carrots don't always line up. Jelly beans don't always line up. Oh dear, oh dear. There we go. Oh, there it is, there it is. So I found some old business cards. Old Fun University business cards. I thought, they probably would make. I have a lot of little shaker bits and things. I thought those would probably make some really cute little things to add onto little cards with some scraps and things. So this was an old Fun University business card, and I made it in, just covered it up and made a real simple little shaker to go on top of a card. And I liked it so much. And I had this, just these were scraps. And that was an old sticker. So I liked it so much, I did it again. And I put it on a Zoifold. And I thought that was pretty fun. That's when it's not shaky shake as some could be. But I thought those were kind of fun. Found a little sticker book of ephemera. Added you can make it. And so, I don't know. It was a lot of fun. This has some packing tape over the top. It's not quite long enough or wide enough to cover all of it. So FYI, but if you get some old business cards, you can make some cute little things. That's what we like to do, isn't it? Make cute little things. That's what I like to do. Okie doke. More. Here we go. Oh, we're going to fold you up. I didn't look on the other side. Okay, so this is going to be not correct. But we're going to do it anyway. It's going to be correct enough. We're going to cut that side down so that it's more correct. That's all we're going to do, is we're going to make it more correct. I wonder if this should be on the inside. Then I'd have to get another piece of paper. Well, you could. Okay, hang on. Plan B. So I want this to be... I know where I went wrong. Here we go again. Does it ever set your teeth on edge when that happens? When you do that paper thing? Ugh. Didn't before, will now. Okay, so let's do it this way. Now we don't have to fold those ladies and cover them up. They're too cool to cover. Well, we're just going to glue them down instead. I guess we are going to cover them up. Doggone. Tidy that up. Yeah, that's more gooder. Math. had done math better. This is a Zoifold right now, at least. This is turning out to be a Zoif. Why did I make that shorter? Okay, we're going to make it. We're going to make it up here. Okay, you're coming off. You're coming off, Jackson. Problem solved. Math? No. Just cut it. Cut your problems away. Just cut them. Bye-bye, pretty ladies. Oh my gosh. Is this the week I'm going to get by with it because I didn't have any plan? But I did have a plan. Wouldn't that just be so ironical? Bitty Penny for this pretty paper. It's so pretty. She's having a lot of fun with that. Bitty Penny will be with us at Paper Genza as our social media director. Huh. Okay. Getting down to it. You will be finding me out here momentarily. I say that really just to give you hope. This says Bunny Brew. And there's another one somewhere. I don't like people to be just in despair. I want you to have hope. And the little die cutter, the die cuts out his little paws. So he can hold his little cup. Oh! And character T. There's another one in here. This is one of the things that I knew these were going to be really small and real hard to read on the carrier sheet, so I stamp it off so I can keep reading them. Otherwise, it's going to be the same old sentiments over and over, the ones I know. But Bunny Brew is good. World's Best Bunny is good too. I'm getting my fingers nice and inky, along with the dirt from the garden. World's Best Bunny. Okie dokie. They look like twins. Okay, here we go. He's got to hold it. If he goes that way. There we go. Want him to be able to read that. Even though you probably have to have glasses to read it because it's so tiny. Oh no. Here I was getting kind of full of myself thinking I could do it. God again. Caught again. I see who caught me. I see who did it. I see who's up to that catching mischief. Well, I've got a few. I'm going to put these two on, these little buns. Then I'm going to make the big reveal and tell you my thinkings. Somebody, something else. Okay. This one's going to go this way. Where's the other one? There it is. This one's going to go this way. They are cute. Doggone. Now, the trick with this one is I got to cut it so that it goes on the fold, which I kind of messed up. Okay, I'm going to cut you to pieces. Sorry, guy. Don't look. Okay, I'm out of frame. That's good. Oh my gosh, cutting through that paw was not easy. Hush. Hush, Shawama. Okay, well, congratulations to somebody here, and I will do a little reveal here momentarily. I'm going to cut just a little bit off so that it will look better overall. That was pretty good detective work. I'm going to tell you that. No kidding. That was because it really is blended. Just started with one little idea from somebody else, but then, like I said, it ended up being primarily another person. Which I guess is a decoy tactic, isn't it? That's pretty fun. So I'm calling this. Are you ready for this hat trick? I am calling this an extended Zoifold because it goes clear over to the side. And then this is supposed to go in there. But now I cut it because I didn't do math. And it doesn't fit. So this is, if that were, I will show you the other one. And then this is going to be folded down as well. But I have two folds and I'm happy with that. But my original, or my inspiration, had a little fold. That was going to be one of my tells. But I got caught, and I got caught by somebody pretty darn smart. Are we ready to find out who? I'm ready to give myself up to the authorities. An extended Zoifold. Let's just make up stuff. There it is. It was Christina Bromé that I cased, and I got caught by John Pound, I think. I don't know if there was somebody before him or not. Mr. Producer will put him up there in just a second. Here is my original, the one I made originally. The circle was inspired, with bunny on it, was inspired by a lady named Tanya. And that was how I started, and I was going to make a Zoifold, and it needed to be bigger and all these kind of things. And then I started putting carrots on it, and then I kept thinking about that darn card by Christina because it was so remarkably darling. And no, the Crafty Visage got me, but John got it right afterwards, I think. Oh, well, how about that? Girl, congratulations, Crafty Visage. So then I went, no, I got to go with Christina because that was an amazing card. It is her 218th card. She's like right next in line for leading ladies kind of thing. And then you open it up and you see the little bunnies inside, which are all little dust bunnies. So, yeah, that was my card. And see how that little corner of hers is folded down, and I folded mine down too. Tanya had this color blue and some pink, and that was my ruse on that. But I had the two out there right away, so I thought maybe they won't get thrown off too much by that decoy. But yeah, that's the normal size, and then this is the little size, and then I've got some dust bunnies to go in there. It's a little different. It's a little different. It was a lot of fun to make. Congratulations, Crafty Visage. I appreciate being caught. I tell you what. Oh, what a mess. We just have too much fun with cards, don't we? No, there's no such thing. Well, Crafty Visage, please email me your address and we will send you one of these. I'm not sure which one you want, but I'll send you one. And we'll act now and we will throw in the little dust bunnies for free. That was fun. So let's see. Oh, I was going to go through the things. She had Christina had the folded corner, and Tanya had a modified gatefold. I had a modified Zoe fold. Christina used grays and pastel jelly beans. Tanya used brighter jelly beans, and I went with bright jelly beans. The math was, Christina said 1 + 1 = 4. She said she's not real good at math. Bunny math is different math. And Tanya used math for the folds and the mats, and I just used plain old bunny math. The markers, Christina did the small lines on the clothes. Tanya did the bunny. I did the bunny details. So I thought it was kind of a hybrid of all the things that we went together. John Pounds, you better email me too. Just email me since I opened my big yapper too fast. Please do that for me. I'd appreciate that. Now, let's go back and say thank you to our members. Those fine people who, instead of buying another stamp pad, send us some funds so that we can be live here and making crazy cards with carrots and bunnies and all the fun things. But we do it does mean that we get to stay here and hang out with you guys and get to do more and more, and that we're just rolling. We're just having so much fun, and I know there's more things coming down the pike that we haven't told you about. And so we do appreciate you. Don't run off. We need you. And thank you. Thank you 100 times millions that you did that. I have already gone ahead and set up the Zoom calls for April, so you can get those on your calendar. And there is an all-member Zoom call the second Saturday in April, so mark that. It's usually a couple hours long. I try and it's fun. I love to meet as many people as I can, and I hope to see you there. That would be lovely. What else? Is there anything else? I don't know. Come to Paperganza if you can. It's going to be great. And then join us Friday because Libby Hickson will be there. And if I can't talk you into coming, maybe she will. Remember, thank you, Gina K, for your very generous gifts for Paperganza. We will think of you all weekend as we use your intricate, wonderful, wonderful die cutting machine. Thank you. Kisses to all. Kisses to all of your noggins. We appreciate you for being here and spending the night trying to catch me. We're all just having a good time. And I like that. Thank you so much for being here tonight. We will see you soon. I got a member show to record tomorrow, and we will see you soon after that. Thanks for making a crazy day better. Bye-bye.